So this is where I put the sauna, right next to my man cave. It's next to this oak tree, so I couldn't put a regular foundation in. I didn't want to disturb the roots, so I used the post hole digger, and I dug 48 inches below the surface to be below the frost line. Put rebar and put 6 of these, using the post hole digger, put 6 of these cement footings down into the ground. And then I used 4x6s and 2x8s, and I framed it and then covered it with 1 layer of plywood, sealed it, and then used these cedar pickets that I got from the hardware store, because cedar's expensive, but these are for picket fences, but I repurposed it to make the flooring. My son helped, and then I put the sealer on here. Just try to preserve it. You can see, like, afterwards the color got a lot richer looking. Then I made stairs. Took a little time, but I bought this planer, which saved me a lot of money. Actually, I could buy rough hewn lumber and make it very smooth. This is the first back wall that I framed up, put it in position, and then I put paneling on the back. My dad helped out a little bit. Then I did the side wall, and then I think it's called then this is where I framed up the front wall. I did it like in a time-lapse video, using my DeWalt battery-powered nail gun. So secured the front, put paneling on the sides. I did I think it's called a knee wall in the back. Now you can see the ladder, and I notched in the roof joists. And then my furnace arrived, a stove arrived, wood-burning stove, $3,500, Swedish made. Put the door there, did the knee wall on the side. Put a window in, you can see that. And then I put all the roof joists on. I used these braces in between to secure it. And then I just used cedar pickets for the front, used a finishing nailer to put them in. I actually made a tongue and groove, not tongue, it's actually a shiplap joint, so there's an overlap. I used a router to notch everything out. And I did that for basically everything, even on the inside. So anyway, I have a side view here in a second where you can see the overlapping shiplap joints. And those were originally butted up against each other, but I used the router to notch them all out. And I put plywood on the roof. Then I cut out into the man cave an extra door, so I've got access not only from the front but also from the man cave. Then I got plywood on the top. Actually moved the stove inside. It's like 300 pounds, I think. Then I made a hearth so that the stove could go on top of that. It's slate. It's like a thermal insulation, so you don't burn up the floor. Framed it with cedar, and then I grouted it myself. First time doing this. And then I started to do the roof, and I had Larry help me for that. He probably did 60-70%, and I was just kind of the laborer. I'd never done a roof before. Any of the crooked spots are from me. That's my dad. So we putting the the shingles in place. My daughter got up and helped, and then my son Jonathan unwillingly helped do the insulation. I wanted to make it really, really thermally tight. I used this shiny vapor barrier to keep steam inside, and then basically the whole inside of the building, I used cedar shingles again, not shingles, but cedar pickets with a shiplap joint, and I encased it all. These are the benches. I made the benches myself also out of cedar, and this was really painstaking. It just took a lot longer than I expected. In the end, it turned out nice, and I'm happy I did it, but it took multiple hours per bench, and I ended up making 4 benches, and then used 4x4s as like the legs, secured it to the wall, and made 2 different layers or levels of the benches. You can see here in the next picture. Got my bucket, and then May was sitting in here first time. This is our first sauna, actually. See, the kids are starting to sweat a little bit. Temperature started at like 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Took a long time to get up to temperature. It's just a big room to heat, but we got up to 175. This actually happened the first time I fired up the sauna. This was a tape measure at one point. And here we are, sitting in the sauna, just some friends. A lot of work, honestly. It's like 8 months. Okay, here we are. I'm basically done. December 4th here. Got the top all closed in. Got a light. It's up to 120 right now. everything. Oh, I got that second bench here, you can see. So we're ready to sauna.